he sent me the script a while ago, and I read it, and it's one of those scripts I kept talking about. I couldn't stop talking about it, but I couldn't fit it in somehow, or I don't know why. I just never said yes, but he kind of kept on me, you know. And then I met you random on the street.
They really wish they were here.
And he's like, I'm not going to make it unless you do. He pretty much just kind of like flat out just told me that.
It's better to be here.
I'm like, oh wow.
Thank you.
But then I realized that I couldn't stop thinking about the script. I really couldn't. It's a beautiful story.
But here it is a pumpkin.
Yeah, well, you kind of know when something, I mean, that's part of what nags at you, is you kind of know that someone's asking you to be involved in something that's truly personal, you know, and those are the projects you want to be a part of. You want to jump on somebody else's passion, you know, and then it becomes yours, and that started to settle in with me. It started to sink in that this was going to be something that was going to be cared for, you know.
Now, are there any other films you're hoping to catch while you're here?
You don't really have time to see movies, you know, because you're either doing this, what we're doing now, or you're dealing with your film screening or going to some other event.
On my end, you don't have time either.
No, it's true.
It's like the thing no one realizes.
No, it's the truth, yeah, but so, you know, you leave it up to the fan, you know, people are coming, you know, festival fans that like coming in, they see your films, you know, and that's the truth of it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, how did it feel getting to play Christina's husband?
Well, I mean, it's wonderful to see but if you see the film, then me being her husband in the film is, you know, a walk in the park. But working with her is pretty easy.
Tell us a little bit about working with her. She's definitely one of our favorite actresses of VH1.
She's the real deal, you know. She's an actress, you know. So you're showing up and you're working with somebody who knows what they're doing, and you get to work. It's not about extracurricular kind of drama going on. You know, that's how the whole film is. It's really great ensemble actors. Really well acted.
Now, working with John, what's it like for you as an actor to go in and work with someone who hasn't directed a film before? Is that kind of scary, or is it exciting and exhilarating?
Well, you kind of know when an actor's directing it's for a reason, and that's a good thing to get involved with, because he's been around a long time, so he knows what he's doing, you know. You know what you're doing because you've been working on films for so long. And then you get on it, and you have an affiliation with the actor. So you can talk to each other, you know, and you can also kind of do whatever's necessary. You know, everyone understands, you know, the ego and vulnerability of trying to act in front of the camera, and that you know, that's dealt with, you know, folks that don't listen.
Now, if you had to come up with your dream guest role or your dream role on Mad Men, who would you like to play, or what type of character would you like to be on that show?
I know. I never did.
January Jones's love interest.
Just an extra. Just kind of hanging out.
Secretary.
Watching.
And final question, there's so much to do here at Sundance. I mean, it's almost impossible to catch every film and do everything. Do you ever experience this sort of fear of missing out, and how do you deal with that?
The fear of missing out left me about 20 years ago.
Thank you.
Hi, how are you, sir? With Park City Television.
How are you?
Nice to see you. How do you like Park City? Well, Brooks.
I've been here many times. It's beautiful.
I'm curious. I always like to ask. I like at the station. Do you ski or snowboard?
I used to snowboard.
How were you?
I was pretty good.
Yeah?
But, you know, I was a lot younger.
Can you do tricks and stuff?
No, but I was good. You know?
I bet you still could if
I
you
could
tried.
go down. Yeah, I have to, you know.
Well, John Slattery.
See, you know, my knees.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let's stick to film then. Well, in terms of your character, share with me. How did you prepare for this role? What drew you to the idea of playing this type of personality?
I mean, you prepare like for anything. You do what you need to do for that part, you know, for that story. And what drew me to it? You know, there's something about you know, being of a certain age and realizing that the life you've led, that all of a sudden you start to see, you have clarity that the life you've led, something needs to change. You know, and this is a tale of really somebody learning and finding really who he is, you know, in this world that he lives in, and that can't really happen any longer, you know. And there's something about that I think is really moving and very human and very, you know, relatable.
Last thing in your experience and all these different characters, what would you say is the most difficult role you had to take on after you read the script or the director when you thought, wow, this is tough to build. There's so much different for than others that it's a little extra on your mind.
That's a day-to-day thing, you know.
There's always new challenges.
Well, yeah, meaning that, you know, you can be on a film where the parts, you know, difficult part to play, but every film, you eventually come to a day where you're like, wow, this is really difficult, you know. So it depends. It depends on, you know, sometimes you think that the thing that's going to be easy and you get down the day and you realize, wow, this is easy. The thing you thought was really difficult is very easy, you know. But it is like magic.
There you go. Well, thank you for your time, sir. Appreciate it.
Hi, Rebecca. Good to see you. Good. So first off, tell me what it was about this character that really intrigued you and made you want to be a part of it.
Something about that he's my age, and I think he's dealing with issues that have to do with,
How is it working with your friend, your colleague, John, with this, and really realizing
choices that you made along the way, shift or change, or you're just going to kind of stay in the dark, you know, and go from there.
You always seem to pick really unique roles, and I see you at all these different festivals. When you're reading scripts, what is it that really makes you want to commit to something?
Well, you want to get involved with something that's going to be taken care of, you know, I think. So you eventually you kind of get a vibe that this is something very personal to somebody, or there's something that's really pushing against, you know, and when you get that, and if you like the script, you should do it, you know. If you're not getting that, you shouldn't do it, you know, and that's, you know, kind of how I try to follow.
Is it more fun to sort of make more independent films as opposed to some of the big budget studio films?
No, I don't really differentiate. I think independent vibe can exist anywhere, you know. On any given day, you can experience an independent vibe, you know. I mean, that could be on the biggest film we've ever done. You know, if there's people who care and they really want to make something well, they're going to have that same kind of interest, you know, and drive.
And I know you're no stranger to Sundance. What do you love most about doing, besides promoting your projects when you're here, but what do you love doing most when you're in person?
Seeing old friends.
Yeah.
Run an old college.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Hi, Press with Stars. How you doing? Good. What does Sundance mean to you? What does it mean to have a film as part of the Sundance experience?
I don't know. I came here a long time ago, you know. It's kind of it evolves. I don't know how to explain it. It's something that just keeps evolving, like the town, the highway that they built. I remember when I first came here, I came to see Paul Thomas Anderson short before I met him, and did part 8 with him. You know, and I think I see it like that. It's something that, you know, when I first came here, I didn't have a film. I was sleeping on a, you know, before somewhere, and somebody's, you know, and saw Paul Thomas Anderson walk out. Like, oh, that comes that guy, you know, and then a year later, that dinner with him the other night, you know, and that's kind of how I see something. It's just like this place that everyone's kind of stopped at. You know?
And that's what you got to do. You got to sleep on the couch to get to that.
Yeah, you can.
What was your reaction when you read this story and you presented with this character?
It's something that touched me, you know. I couldn't quite shake it. I couldn't do it at first. There was a time when I wasn't going to be able to do it, but I couldn't stop thinking about it. Well, it's something that's really quite unique.
What was your biggest challenge in realizing that character?
Being honest, you know. It's one of those parts that demands rigorous honesty.
Yes.
You gotta really be that. It's really vulnerable. Like, the guy goes through it. You gotta go through it.
I I really want to see this movie. Hopefully I can see it.
Yeah, I hope you can too.
Yeah. Congratulations. Thank you.
Two.
Well, so